Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I did a full face holiday glam for you guys, beginning to end. This is appropriate for either your Christmas parties or your New Year's parties, and it's complete with glitter, so we know it's festive. Before I get into this look, I want to ask you guys a quick question. I am using a different mic, and the reason I am doing that is because it is super duper duper windy outside, so my window is crackling, my door right over here is crackling. It's making all kinds of noise that I knew was going to pick up with my regular mic. Today is the last day I can film before my surgery, so I was just kind of like, I'm going to do it. I don't know the quality of this, so I need you guys to leave me comments down below. It's like, I didn't really notice a difference, or I hate this mic, or I love this mic. If you guys never want me to use this again, it's perfectly fine. I just kind of want to know, so just leave that down below. But if you don't like it, this is probably the only video it will be in. But like I said, I'm running out of time to film. But anywho, let's go ahead and jump into this full face tutorial. Already have my eyebrows done and my eyes primed, ready to go. I'm going to go in with my foundation. This is what I am going to choose to go with because if you're going to be out all night long, this one is not going to let you down. Estee Lauder Double Wear for the win. And the shade that I am currently in is 1W2 Sand. I am using the LH Cosmetics sponge, this guy right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's never been anything to really beat the Beauty Blender. This does. I have not been using the Beauty Blender so much. I have a few, so I'm going to use them until I need to throw them away. But generally speaking, I use, hold on, this guy right here. This is the L'Oreal sponge. I love this. The texture on these are very different. This one's a little bit stiffer, and this one's soft like the Beauty Blender. So if you don't like that L'Oreal sponge, this one right here, I'm sorry, it beats the Beauty Blender. And I'm not just saying that because it's Linda Hallberg. I love this sponge. I have used it several times and I'm very happy with it. It's soft. I love the shape of it. I love this little indentation right here, like you can hold on to it, and then it has like a flat side, and it's just perfect. It's perfect, you guys. When I first got the palettes from LH Cosmetics, I had a million people telling me, get the sponge, get the sponge. So you guys already knew. You guys already knew that this was good. And she sent it to me, and yeah, I've been loving this thing. Also, I meant to tell you guys what primers I'm using, so let me go ahead. I always do this like right after my skincare. That's why I don't do it on camera a lot. So I'm using the Sisley Double Tenseur, and then I always use MAC Skin Refine Zone on my pores, and then on top of that, I always put a smoothing primer, and the primer that I am using now is the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. I only put this on my pores. There's 3 different smoothing primers that I would suggest. It's that one, the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer, and then the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. I ran out of my blur stick and I decided to give it a rest, try to give my Makeup Forever one a rest and use something else, but I do still love and suggest them. For concealer, I'm going to, again, mix these two. I've really been enjoying doing that, so I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape, and the color I use is light neutral. I'm going to put that in the corner. And then I'm going to take the Tom Ford Concealing Pen in number 3, give it a few clicks. And the reason why I like to mix these is because Tarte Shape Tape has more coverage, and this one is a bit more hydrating. It's like in between. And then I'm just going to blend that out with the LH sponge. Again, like this little tip on here, and because it's smaller, I can get way more of a precise application with it. It's really nice. Hourglass Diffused Light to set underneath the eyes. And I'll also take this down the center of my face. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with my YSL Souffle D'éclat, and this is the shade number 2. Delium Tools sent me some new brushes. The handle on these things are so cool. They're like a triangle, so you get a really nice grip out of them. And this is the number 974 Tapered Powder. I'll talk about these a little bit more at the end because they came with like a makeup brush and a makeup bag and everything. I'm going to bronze using Seaside from NARS, and then another Delium Tools. This is number 959. I'm dyslexic, you guys, and I'm not just saying that, I really am. I put things backwards all the time. This brush is so stinking soft. I'm going to contour just a tiny little bit, so I'm going to take this Delium. This is like the smaller version of the first brush I used. This is the 944, and I'm going to go in with my Infinity palette and Cigar. I'm just going to get a little bit on here, tap off the excess. Yeah. I just want it lightly. I don't want a ton. I'm going to use my By Terry powder for my nose, and this Delium is the 938. It's not part of the set, but it's one that I've been using that I really like. A lot of brushes will take off, like the foundation and stuff, off of my nose. This one does not do it. It's really soft, blends out so well and effortlessly, but it doesn't take the foundation off my nose. I love it. For my blush, I'm going to go in with Mr. Tom Ford Inhibition, and this brush right here is the Precision Blusher number 960. Delium 787, and you don't want to mess up your highlight on New Year's, so go in with the best. This is the Hourglass Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette. Let me get it in frame, and I'm just going to take this brush, go across all three, and on the cheeks. This brush is really nice for this. I like this one, and the Linda Hallberg brush are like my new two favorite things for highlight. You see this? And it blends it out so nicely. It's like a dual fiber. Love it. I know a lot of people are scared to use this lash shade if you are a light skin tone, but you guys, I'm an NC20, so I just go across all three, and you can see it's not dark at all. That way you're utilizing all three shades, so you're not gonna like run out of the two and then be stuck with that one. Like, just put them all together. I'm going to use my pressed La Mer powder. This is the translucent to buff, and then back in with the 974. And I'm just going to buff over everything except for the top of my highlight because I don't want to lose it. All right, I'm going to set my face. I'm using the Armani Prima Refreshing Makeup Fix. I'm going to hold it back. Fan myself. I feel like fanning yourself makes the setting spray like set differently, like better. I don't know. I'm weird. All right, I'm going to zoom you guys in for this eye look. I'm not kidding. I just dumped glitter all over my desk. So there's that. But I'm going to use this Edgitorial palette from Marc Jacobs. It looks like this. And then this glitter that is all over. Luckily, it was just like the whole top half, but this is the Reflex Gold from MAC. Let me make sure if I'm right. Yep, Reflex Gold. And then I'm just going to use a Too Faced glitter glue to put it on. Yeah, I'm going to zoom you guys in, get this off my finger. We'll get started. I'm starting off with the shade We'll See in the palette and a Delium Tools 785 Taper Blending Brush. This shade is pretty pigmented, so I barely dipped in there so I can start off with a light hand and then slowly start building it up. I'm adding color as I go and then just back and forth windshield wiper motions and then soft circular motions to help blend it out. And I'm using this as my transition shade. Same shade, but now using a Delium pencil brush, and I'm taking that and running it along the lower lash line. Switching tools, I'm now using a 776 blending brush, and I'm taking the shade Envious. I'm using it in my crease and then also on the outer and inner corner. This is just going to add a little bit of definition. Now, just to make sure this is blended, I'm going in soft little circular motions and back and forth and just blending this upward. Back in with the original brush, no additional product, and I'm just going around the edges to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Envious and that pencil brush again, I'm going to work this on my lower lash line. Using the same brush, I'm going to pack that same color on the outer corner, as well as the inner corner. I'm just using tapping motions to make sure I pack this on. Going in with the darkest shade in the palette, which is called Everywhere, I'm going to pack this on the outer and also the inner corner of the eye. I'm using that same pencil brush. I'm just getting a little bit more depth out of it. I'm going to do the same thing to the lower lash line, and be careful, you guys, this shade did have a little bit of fallout. I'm taking my Goss number 20 and the transition shade, which was We'll See, and I'm going to blend out that lower lash line. So my doorbell just rang and this came in the mail. This is one of the Shimmer and Glows. It's lived out. I don't know how to say it, so it'll be in the description box, but I popped it on the lid and also on the lower lash line. So I took a few seconds and let that dry. Now I'm taking the Too Faced glitter glue and I'm popping that on with my ring finger. Same ring finger to help minimize fallout, and I'm taking Reflex Gold from MAC and popping it on the center. Beautiful! Lastly, I'm taking a 774 and Last Season. I'm popping that on the brow arch as well as the inner corner. Then I'm going to go add liner and some lashes. Alright, to finish the look, I use this flash crayon, and this is I don't know how to say it. I'll link it down below, but it is this beautiful shade right here. It's got a nice green, kind of aqua hint to it as well, but definitely pulls more green on the eye. And it also has glitter in it, so I needed to use that. I put it at top, bottom, and in my inner rim. And then my lashes, kiss Ritzy, because I love them. And then for my lips, I used the Patrick Wu from his newest collection right here from MAC. And I used this lip brush to pop it on. This brush does such a good job for my Cupid's bow. I almost always use a lip brush if I'm not going to use like a lip liner, and I didn't use a liner today. And this is the Square Lip, and it's number 546. Also, a little quick tidbit about these. These are the ones that came in the mail while I was filming, and I was like, oh, gotta put these on. I did notice that when I put this on the eye and then I put the glitter glue on top, it kind of took some of it away. So if you don't want that to happen, you can just use a shadow instead. You can use the gold or anything in that palette. But honestly, it didn't matter anyway because the glitter completely covered up everything. Like, oh my god, it's so pretty though. And really quickly, I want to tell you guys about these brushes in case you were wondering about them. Delium Tools did send them to me. They come in a kit. I will link everything down below. It has this little bag here, which is really cool. If you're a traveler, this one's really nice. It has the zipper, and it's not like a traditional makeup bag. Like, this is a brush bag. If you see, this part down here is harder. Like, this is hard and this is soft. And it's got this little thing down here you can put all your brushes in, which is really neat. And then it comes with a ton of brushes. But I will leave that information down below in case you are interested. And there is, I think it's a 15%, there's some kind of coupon code down below. And that is for you guys, not for me. I don't make commission off this. This is just for you. So if you're interested, I will leave that down below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.